everyone, thank you for joining us today. We'll discuss practical action recommendations to solve challenges in Big Sky supermarkets. This program will take about 10 minutes. This is a list of our members, Vinny, Rosanna, and Li Hong. Before the start of it, I want to briefly introduce the main idea of the action plan. We'll discuss an action plan designed for Big Sky to balance socio-economic responsibilities with environmental sustainability. The focus is on fair practices, inclusivity, and sustainable initiations to align with stakeholder expectations while promoting ethical business practices. This plan is structured around the two core recommendations. The first one is employees, which is focusing on fair compensation, training, and wellness program to enhance satisfaction and productivity. The second one is environment, which is implementing eco-friendly practice to reduce Big Sky environmental footprint. For each recommendation, we'll discuss descriptive action, step required, the people in charge, timeline and location, costs, and potential challenges. Okay, let's start to talk about the recommendation 1, employees exclusive summary. This recommendation breaks into the 6 elements. The first one is descriptive actions, as outlined in the previous slide. The second one is step needed, service, program design, feedback meetings, and inclusivity training. The third one is people in charge, HR, training teams, teams leads, and senior management. The fourth one is timeline and location. Timeline is 1 to 2 months evaluation, 3 to 4 months pilot, and 6 months for rollout. The fifth one is the types of costs, wage adjustment, training, wellness program, and temporary disruptions. The sixth one is potential problems, resistance to change, operational complexity, and participation issues. Our first recommendation is centered on employees. We propose fair compensations. This includes offering fair wages, fixed schedules, and performance-based incentives to boost motivations and satisfaction. Additionally, we recommended implementing training and wellness program. This aims to enhance employee skill, reduce stress, and support mental health for long-term engagement.
To improve employee management, Big Sky must take key steps to create a fair and inclusive work environment. First, assess correct conditions by conducting surveys to identify gaps in management practice and wages, ensuring policies are grounded in accurate data. Next, design and launch programs such as flexible work hours, counseling, and employee training to enhance satisfaction and productivity. Regular feedback is crucial, so establish feedback machines through consistent meeting to gather employee input and drive process improvement. Finally, ensure inclusivity by training manager on best practice and organizing team building activity to foster a supportive workplace. In the people in change part, collaboration across department is critical for success. The HR department will lead evaluation and policy design. The training team will prepare employees with resource and guidance. Supervisors and team leads will support employees in daily operation, ensuring alignment with new initiative. Senior management will provide strategic direction and resource allocation, setting example for the organization. In the timeline and location part, the implementation will be phased. Timeline evaluation 1 to 2 months to assess the correct situation. Pilot program 3 to 4 months in the 4 selected stores to test and refine statistics. For rollout, 6 months to implement initiatives across all stores, continue improvement, quality reviews to monitor programs and make adjustments. This phased approach ensures flexibility and helps address challenges as they arise. In the part of type of costs, implementing this innovation will involve costs across 4 main areas. The first is the wage adjustment to align salaries with market standards and offer performance incentives. The second is the training program. It requiring investment in materials, trainers, and sessions. The third one is wellness program, such as counseling and flexible schedule to support employees. The last one is operation disruption during implementation, which may temporarily impact productivity but are intentional for long-term benefits. These are potential challenges, including resistance to change from employees or management, increased operation cost affecting short-term profits, standardization issues across all stores, and limited participation in wellness and team building program. Addressing these challenges will require clear communication, structured training, and regular feedback. To sum up, by implementing these strategies, BaseGuide can improve employee satisfaction, enhance its work culture, and strengthen its reputation as an employer. Inspired by successful companies like Google, Walmart, and Zappos, BaseGuide's efforts to build a fair, efficient, and inclusive environment will be laid to foundation for long-term growth and success.
I'd like to talk about recommendation 2. I divide this recommendation into 5 parts. There are 5 actions and 5 positive impact. Transition to biodegradable packaging, introduce in-store recycling programs, cooperate with supplier for sustainable practice, reduce plastic usage in product packaging, set measurable sustainable goals. Reduction in landfill waste, decrease in carbon emissions, enhance brand reputation, increase cost for product and material, stronger customers' trust and loyalty. To successfully execute environmental sustainable measures, BKs should follow these strategy steps. First, develop a clear environmental policy and mental goals. For example, commit to reduce single-use plastics by 50% in 5 years. Ensure these goals are integrated in BK's corporate strategy and communicate to stakeholders. The second step is its transition to sustainable practice across the supply chain. The goal is to minimize the environmental impact of operation and product offering, ultimately results in less waste and more in line with customer expectation for sustainable. The third step is to engage stakeholders through education and incentives to encourage supplier, employees, and customers to actively participate in sustainable efforts. The final step is to systematically monitor, report, and adjust programs and ensure accountability. By following these steps, BKs can systematically implement its environmental initiatives, sustainable resource, and establish itself as a leader in sustainability in the retail industry. The responsibility party for setting clear environmental policy and mentor target is CEO. The responsibility part for ensuring the transition to sustainable practice throughout the supply chain is all employees. The marketing and communication team is responsibility for engaged stakeholders through education and movement. The sustainability team is responsibility for monitoring, reporting, and adjust process. Let's move on timeline and location. Training and management is ongoing at headquarters. The production of recyclable and environmentally friendly packaging material is ongoing at the factory. Develop clear and sustainable development policy is ongoing at headquarters. Report results to head office and directors weekly. Implementing environmental resourcing will involve various costs across operation, supply chain management, and stakeholder engagement. These costs include transition to sustainable packaging, technology and infra strategy investigation, stakeholder engagement and training, regulatory and certification cost.
While these initiations are promising, potential challenges include high initial cost, investment in technology and training may be significant, resistance from suppliers, transitioning to eco-friendly practice may face pushback, operational complexity, integrating these changes into existing processes require careful planning and exclusion. To address these challenges, consider security funding to mitigate high initial cost, fostering communication to reduce supply resistance, and streamlining workflows to simplify operational complexity. In summary, these recommendations will enhance BaseGuide efficiency, improve its reputation for ethical and sustainable practices, and solidify its position as a leader in the sector. By prioritizing employee well-being and environmental health, BaseGuide not only meets public demands, but also builds trust and creates value for society and the planet. The recommendations are based on extensive researches from credible sources, including reports on ethical business practice, sustainability studies, and so on. This is our reference list. Thank you for your attention. We are welcoming your questions and feedback on this plan for BaseGuide to lead as a responsible and sustainable business.